Now you could imagine no possessions, or you could imagine owning this 6-disc Imagine box set. This came out last week, as I'm sure many of you are aware, and it has to be one of the most exciting album reissues I've seen for a long time, because it really does tick all the boxes, as far as I'm concerned anyway. There's a 6-disc set, 4 CDs and 2 DVDs. Includes a remixed version of the album, a stereo remix. It includes the original quad mix, a 4.0 mix in other words. There's a 5.1 new surround sound mix, a brand new mix. And then on top of all that, there's 3 more CDs full of different types of mixes of the songs on the album. So there's something called element mixes, which are strings only or piano only, which sound a bit boring, but are actually quite beautiful. The Imagine Strings mix is quite beautiful. So is Jealous Guy with Nicky Hopkins piano playing. And the Oh My Love vocals only mix is amazing. So it sounds a bit gimmicky at first, but there's some brilliant content on here. And then there's a whole load of outtakes, different mixes, and there's evolutionary mixes which take you through different stages of the song. So I mean, there's so much. I've only really scratched the surface, I have to say. But in terms of the actual presentation, this is a 10-inch package, which 10-inch slipcase, which comes with 2 items. It comes with a book, which we'll look at in a minute, and it comes with what you might call a folio, a 6-panel folio, which has all the discs in it. So you can kind of see what that looks like there. The book is actually surprisingly good. I wasn't sure, because they're doing a separate book for this, which I'll show you in a minute. So I wondered whether they would skimp a bit on the book within the box, but no, actually it's really nicely done. Some of the content it shares with its bigger standalone brother, which you'll see, but this very much focuses on the album credits, song by song, lyrics, some nice photos. And it takes a song by song approach. This is Imagine, pictures of tape boxes, all that kind of stuff. Crippled Inside, Jealous Guy. It's a hardbound book. They haven't skimped particularly. As I say, its focus begins and ends really on the album, and a few bits of extras, some talk about how the ultimate mixes, they're called the ultimate mixes, how they were done at the end. I'd say it's just as good as the McCartney books, to be honest. It's just slightly smaller. Yes, that's the book. There's not actually that much more to say about the presentation. I mean, this is about £60, isn't it, this set, which I think is incredible value. I mean, you can see areas where they haven't, spent a fortune. I mean, this folio package doesn't scream luxury or anything like that, but it's perfectly adequate for the job. And as I say, the book, I mean, how much more do you want in terms of detail on the songs? I mean, there's old testimony from Lennon himself and from players, and I mean, it's just really quite superb. So that is the 6-disc set. But a lot of people have asked, well, what's the difference between the book that you get in the music box set and the book that you get standalone? Well, I'll show you. So on the left here, we have this is the cheap version of the book as well, actually. This is the £35 version of Imagine John Yoko. Now, I say £35, you can pick this up for £22 on Amazon in the UK, which is incredible, actually, for what you get in this book. On the right here is the book in the box set, so you can immediately see there's a difference in size, and also if you look at it here, there's a difference in girth as well. So the book here, it goes to a whole other level really. You've got this kind of detail with the clouds on the edges and the sides of the pages. You've got some spot varnishing, you've got some debossing the top there, and on the spine actually, and this book, it just steps it up to a whole other level really. There's some same picture here at the beginning. But there's just more photos, more detail. There's more history. There's more incidental stuff, which is still just as interesting, really. But it goes into the background, the Indica gallery where, you know, John first saw some of Yoko's art. He just spends more time on the songs. There's some, you know, interesting stuff here, like you've got a reproduction of the instructions to Steinway about the piano. This piano was presented to Yoko and it had a special plaque, and there's details of how the plaque was supposed to be, the typefacing on the plaque was supposed to go. So in this sort of minutiae, which obviously if you're a big fan, it's all very interesting. There's lots about Tittenhurst, which is the house that they lived in the early 70s. It's in Ascot. But there's some great stuff. There's this aerial sort of site plan of the grounds, and it tells you, you know, all the trees and ludicrous detail. So it kind of, this book delves into the environment. It delves into the personnel in a lot more detail. Look, I mean, it's got the floor plans of the house. It's crazy, really. I mean, I'm not going to show you every single page because we'll be here all day, but this is how many pages is it? It's like over 300 pages, this book. If I just flick through, you can just see. I mean, it's ludicrous value, really, when you think, you know, what we pay for music box sets. This book for £22. It's just crazy. And the funny thing is, this is the bottom of the range version of the Imagine John Yoko book. So there's actually a deluxe version of this book, which I will be stocking on the SDE shop fairly shortly. I haven't seen it yet, but it's bigger, it's better, it has fold out things and God knows what else. But that's about 150 quid, that one. And then there's an even more deluxe version. There's a signed version. Yoko signed them. I haven't seen one of those either, but that's the deluxe version of this book here. That is what Yoko signed. So I'm getting a few of those, but I'm not sure yet whether they'll be on general sale. They may just go to some of the most loyal customers for the SDE shop. They might get a special invitation to purchase. But this is published by Thames and Hudson, the book. When I get some of the collector's editions in, I'll do another video to show you. There will be a review of the music box set, you know, a full detailed review on the SDE website, superdeluxeedition.com, in due course, once I've listened to it all. But for now, I thought you'd appreciate an early look at the both the book, which came out this week, I think, and the box set, which came out last week. So this is Paul from Super Deluxe Edition, taking a look at John Lennon's reissued Imagine.